Hello, welcome to Hook Legends, and thanks for watching this video. First, I want to give a shout out to all of my subscribers. I appreciate you, and I thank you for watching this this video and my other videos. Now, I had about 8,000 views in the past month. I have about 330 subscribers. I would like to get that number up, so do me a favor. If you have not subscribed, please reach up right now and click subscribe, like. Make sure you click the notification bell so you'll be alerted when new videos are released. Also, if you have any questions, make sure you leave comments. If there's anything you want to see, please post it in a comment. I'll be sure to respond to each and every one of them. So today is a beautiful day. I'm going to just cruise around the lake. It's so nice. The weather's nice. It's sunny. I'm going to, as you know, I'm using a slip bobber rig. I've posted a couple of videos about how to use a slip bobber rig, how to tie it up and everything. So I'm going to do two things today. I'm going to kind of go around the edges, throw my slip bobber out there with some crappie nibbles on it, and see if I can catch some fish. I'm also probably going to troll around, do some trolling backwards and forward with some jigs, and see what happens. So thanks for watching. Let's get to the action. On bright sunny days like this, not a cloud in the sky, definitely a bluebird day. So on these bluebird days, the fish going to be either down on the bottom, or they're going to be around these edges over here, trying to protect their eyes from the bright sunlight. So I'm going to just throw this up close to some of the brush around the edge and see what we can do. The wind is picking up something fierce out here. Oh, missed him. Took my eye off of it, and I was expecting the hot zone to be back that way. When it got over here, I didn't pay much attention to it, and as you can see, I lost that fish. So I don't think he was a huge one, but you never know. Let's give him another opportunity to have a meal. I've been seeing fish here on the bottom, and they're directly on the bottom too. I mean, they're down very deep. So and I keep seeing minnow skipping, so I think fish are feeding. So I just got to figure out what the pattern is. Now, I came out and I started fishing around 4:30 or 5 o'clock. I wanted to get an early start and really load the boat with some fish. Surprisingly, I mean, the previous days I've been having pretty good luck coming out early. Although this lake has a history for being a great lake at sundown and cast a shadow out over the lake, the action just turns on. So it's a great lake, and you're really doing that 40 to 45 minutes. You really have to fish very hard to catch as many as you can if you're going to leave it dark. Now, I do a lot of night fishing, so sometimes I catch them up until dark, and then I stay and catch them in the dark during the nighttime also. But there'll be more videos on that. So let's get back to the action. Finally hooked into one. He might be a pretty good size one. Oh. Yeah, just a lot of fight. Just a lot of fight. Maybe they're about to start biting. I mean, how deep they can suck this in so fast. Hope we can make it. That's a great thing about this Berkeley ultralight. It's very, very sensitive. And right now I have braided fishing line on here. That combo is extremely sensitive. There's one there. Missed him. Oh, he must have just bit the back of him. Must have had it. Maybe they're about to step up the action here a little bit. Let's see. The reason I'm fishing this area is known to have some large fish, so that's what I want, large. Looking for that 3-pounder to add to my resume. That one's worn out, and I want to try My second favorite color anyway. And it sure is nice being out here. Chartreuse tail. This is what we're going for. I see the fish under the boat. I think they're using the shadow of the boat for cover. I just want 1 3-pounder. I call it a day. Like putting a slice of pizza down in front of me. Sooner or later, I'm gonna go for it. Now, when you're trolling jigs, even though you're targeting crappie, you never know what you're going to get. Now, in this particular case, this was a 5-pound bass. I called it, I said it was about 5 pounds. He ended up, I think, being around 4 pounds and 15 ounces. So, I also troll for bass from time to time, but there's other videos for that too. You know, but trolling for crappie, sometimes every now and then you get some catfish and you'll definitely hook some bass depending on the size of the lure that you're using. All right. 4 pounds, 15 ounces, 415. Another bass, a big crappie. This might be pretty decent crappie. Decent crappie. Jeez. I think it's a ton of them back there. Let me go back there again. I mean, these fish are like absolutely nothing until then. Right at dark, bam, they just start nailing it. See if it's a crappie or a bass. Might be a decent crappie. You know, I was showing my wife this video and she said, "You're not catching the fish." She said, "The fish are catching themselves. You're just winding them in." And I told her, I said, you know, that's their art. That's what I love so much about trolling with jigs is that, you know, you sit there and you watch the rod activity and, you know, a lot of times you'll get brim that'll just sit, especially if you go across brim beds, they'll just sit there and peck, 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 peck. You know, and you end up just, you'll be tired if you pull at every fish that hits the rod. So when I'm crappie fishing and I'm trolling those jigs that way, I like to have my rod tips, you know, pointed upward. That helps with If you are in 5 feet or less of water, it kind of helps you from it prevents you from getting hung up so much. If you leave the rods out to the side, just seems like to me that you get caught up a whole lot more. So I like to stick them up in the air. Don't throw them out quite as far when I'm in shallow water. But back to what my wife was saying. She was saying, you're just winding the fish in, and that's the beauty of trolling, is that you just sit there and wait, and sooner or later one's going to hit it. And all you have to do is wind them in and put them in the cooler. These are all over the place back here.